Today I fucked up by pranking my wife. My wife has a history of startling/scaring me easily due to me being deaf in one ear from tinnitus, MORP, which has dramatically decreased my situational awareness. She finds it hilarious and I've grown to tolerate it cause of love and all. I decided my time for revenge had come. Cut to dinner time, about to boil a box of rigatoni pasta when the inspiration hits me from a video on social media I saw. I hide a piece of that rigatoni between my teeth and make my way into the living room where my wife was relaxing on the couch after a long day of being a nurse. "Hey sweetheart, do you mind rubbing my neck? I feel like I have a kink in it or something," I ask her. At this point I can barely contain my excitement for this amazing prank as she happily begins massaging my neck for me. After 30 to 45 seconds, I then bite down hard on that piece of uncooked rigatoni which released a sickening yet satisfying crunch sound. I give a little sound and immediately go limp, falling face first into the couch. Now my wife is mostly a calm, non-emotional type person, but her visceral reaction of terror and worry and panic that came flooding out of her while she started to shake my limp body and began to check my vitals made me feel guilt I've never felt before. After only a short time I give up on the ruse and show her it was just pasta. To say she was livid is an understatement. Been sleeping on the couch ever since. Worth it. Too long didn't read. I revenge pranked my wife by making her think she killed me. Edit. Wow, thanks everyone. Lots of the same questions/comments being asked so I can't answer them all. However, my wife and I have an extremely healthy, understanding, and communicative marriage and it's been so for many years. Just wanted to put that to rest. I give our bangers permission to use this post for a video. Pasta la vista, baby. Our cat brought a live rat into the house a couple weeks ago and dropped it, and the melee began, screaming, cat and rat running circles under the furniture, etc. The thing ran back out the door. Wife says, "Is it gone?" I said, "Yep, no it's right here." And I pinched the back of her thigh. She swung around and slapped me so hard I fell over. She instantly became horrified and yelled, "I abused you." I gave the standard guy answer, "Nope, I was asking for it." The slap was just a 100% adrenaline reaction, I'm pretty sure. /plus. Edit. OMG. I had no idea why my inbox blew up yesterday. This was just a tossed off memory triggered by the ops post. So thanks for the sweet comments and sparkly stuff. And yes, I'm a lucky bastard, and I make sure every day my missus is 100% aware that I know it. I have committed abusement. My wife and I scare each other all the time too. I'm giggling so hard I woke her up. She asked what was so funny. I told her nothing because I'm doing this tonight. I used to pop my neck all the time by forcefully twisting my head with my hands. It felt amazing. My wife, GF at the time, would cringe every single time and chide me about one day breaking my neck. So, I thought I'd oblige her. I palmed an empty Tic Tac box, cracked my neck to the left as normal, cracked to the right while loudly breaking the plastic and slumped down limp in my chair. She freaked the % and #out. Fortunately, unfortunately, my laughter quickly revealed my ruse. Sometimes I'm amazed she married me. Sometimes I'm amazed she married me. Common thought among us men. I guess you can say she thought you passed away. You are not finished. You need to apologize for the prank using this pun. I'm really sorry I made you think I passed away. Today I fucked up by wearing a butt plug to the airport. Okay, this literally happened this morning and I am mortified. Last week I booked a flight to see my boyfriend who lives 3 hours away. I don't drive at the moment so I decided to take a flight as it's only 40 minutes or so, and it was only €15. We haven't seen each other for 3 months because of COVID so we were both very excited. Now, to spice things up a little I decided I will wear lingerie under my regular clothes, as he lives only 10 minutes away from the airport and I thought I could surprise him straight away. I also decided to spice things up a little and wear a butt plug, not even thinking about it, so I put it in right before leaving for the airport. I'm gonna spare you the details, but it's a small one, so easy to go along your day with. Now, I get to the airport, and while I'm going through the security the things beeps, which isn't a surprise since I'm wearing light jewelry, so I didn't think much of it. The woman tells me to step aside and she's just checking my pockets etc. Take off all my jewelry and try again, but the thing is still beeping, and now, I'm only wearing sweatpants, a hoodie, and lingerie with no extra details. So I'm standing there when the woman tells me to go onto an expectation into one of those machine x-ray type things, when to my horror I remember I'm wearing a butt plug with a huge jewel, which I completely forgot about. At this stage I am mortified and tell the woman what's going on. Luckily she just laughed it off and let me go. I have never been this embarrassed. Too long didn't read. I wore a butt plug to the airport and got stopped. Edit, for everyone asking how I could have forgotten it there. It's not that I forgot that it was there or I didn't feel it was still there. I just got used to the feeling and my mind wasn't on that when I was entering the security. Till TSA has rules for this. The TSA acknowledges that there's nothing illegal about traveling with sexual pleasure devices. Vibrators and dildos are okay in carry-ons, as long as they're under 7 inches long, TSA rules say. Love to know how they came up with the magical length of 7 inches here. I can't find any mentions of plane hijacked with 8.22-inch dildo at Phoenix Sky Harbor no matter how hard I try. You literally told her you had something up your butt and she didn't make sure you weren't smuggling. SMH. One Saturday night last year my girlfriend and I had sex in a not so private place, so instead of littering I put the tied off used condom in my pocket to throw away at home. Well, we were a bit drunk and I forgot it was there. I was leaving for a work trip the next morning and when I woke up I just threw on the same jeans and headed to the airport. I didn't feel the condom in my pocket before I walked through the body scanner. That poor TSA agent, I'll never forget his face when I pulled it out. This deserves its own "Today I fucked up" post. Noted. We're the silicone one, not the jeweled metal one. Thanks for the advice. Lol. I think I watched a porno similar to this, except the airport security guards examine the person who got beeped. Edit, holy crap. 3 awards and 16k upvotes on a porno comment. Classic XD. Thanks a lot guys. Today I fucked up by applying to a job in my city, but it was 6,000 kilometers away from where I expected. I've been laughing at myself for the whole of today, so I thought I would share this with you. It's probably not as funny as I think it is, but alas. For context, I've just finished school and I'm looking for temporary jobs over the summer so I can get a bit of money for when university starts. I have been looking at a number of job sites and I have applied for 3 jobs. I have the setting to search for temporary jobs near me when I saw another advert. This was for a job at a well-known shoe company that has 2 separate stores in my city. On the job advert, it didn't say which one the vacancy was for, it just said in Edinburgh. This is where I'm from. So I started the application process and put in my details and CV. Now it was all going well until there was a slightly confusing question asking if I had the right to work in the USA. Now, this definitely confused me, but I ticked no and opened the job advert again. I searched it from my computer and it still said the job was in Edinburgh and that it was within 5 miles of me. I thought, strange, but I'll tick no, and if they don't want me I won't hear from them, no big deal. Anyway, later on I received an email saying they had checked my CV and they wanted to conduct a virtual interview. I was very surprised because it was less than a day after I had applied, but I was happy that I thought I might have a job there. So I selected the time for 1 PM the next day, today, thinking nothing more of it. I'm good at interviews, so I didn't feel the need to prep. Anyway, I got a very polite email shortly before the interview from a very confused manager of the store who had looked at my details. He asked me why I was applying for a job in Edinburgh, Indiana when I was based in Scotland. When I read the email my jaw absolutely dropped because the job wasn't in Edinburgh, it was in Edinburgh, Indiana, USA. I'm not from the USA, so it never dawned on me that it could be a state code and not just in Edinburgh, Scotland. I sent him a very apologetic email, but I'm just glad he noticed before what I imagine would be an incredibly awkward job interview. although that definitely would have been a good laugh. If this does well, I'm sure I can link the job interview and his email in case anyone wants to make sure this actually happened, but I can't be bothered right now. Too long didn't read. Accidentally applied for a job in a town with the exact same name as mine 6,000 kilometers away and didn't notice until a store manager sent me a polite email asking why I was applying there. Edit: in Edinburgh rather than Edinburgh, Indiana. The rather confused manager's email, with names and emails omitted. My reply to the manager. Edit: I'm so happy to read all your comments and to have made so many people laugh. I'm trying to get through and reply to as many comments as I can, but I'm really happy to have made some people day better. Also thanks for making me feel less stupid with all your amazing stories about messing up and booking places in opposite parts of the USA, states and whole different continents. Edit: I've been trying to work my way through all of your comments, but I'm going to bed now and I don't know if I will do that tomorrow as well. Thanks so much though. My pal from Edinburgh, UK, did this exact same thing with the exact same role at this well-known shoe company. We had a good laugh. Are you sure you just haven't found your pal's Reddit account? Don't they normally write the state underscore after underscore the city name? Edinburgh, Indiana. I don't think I've ever seen the state written first, so I can understand your confusion. Silly people. Good luck on the job hunt. I had a similar experience. I live near a street in my city called Brainerd Road. So I was applying for jobs in the neighborhood and didn't look as hard as I should have at the addresses. I just clicked on Brainerd location and applied. Turns out there's a town called Brainerd, Minnesota, and I was sending applications there. I live in Tennessee. I didn't realize till the lady who called me back about setting up an interview asked, "So what brings you here from Tennessee, getting away from the heat?" Wasn't too awkward or anything, we both had a good laugh about it, but it was a little embarrassing. My wife had a conference in Newark, so the travel agent arranged for the tickets, hotel, rental car, etc. She got off the plane, got in a cab, and asked to go to the University of Delaware. The cabbie looked at her as if she were crazy. The travel agent had sent her to Newark, New Jersey, not Newark. The travel agent did wind up paying for the 2-hour car ride from one Newark to the other, and back. Sheesh. She was pretty lucky they were that close though. I applied for my student loan application at Ottawa University, which is in Kansas, when I was actually attending University of Ottawa, in Canada's capital. Didn't figure out until September when I went to the financial aid office to figure out why my student loan didn't go through. Very minor, but sometimes I almost end up checking the weather in Ottawa, Kansas rather than Ottawa, Ontario.